Hey everyone! Now that we've had about a year of using the new Shimano 12-speed derailleurs, whether they are XTR, XT or SLX, what's the deal with the new 12-speed clutch? Are they any different than the 11-speed rear mechs? Do they need any maintenance whatsoever? Let's take a closer look. SRAM uses clutches in their derailleurs as well. It's version 3 here on the 12 speed, was version 2.1 on the 11 speed, and if you look carefully here, you're going to see that this is a roller bearing clutch. They are sealed, they're not supposed to be opened, and they offer whatever is set from the factory. If you read the forums out there, many people are going to complain that these are too weak, the clutch is too weak, and they get a lot of chain slap. As opposed to that, Shimano clutch can be engaged or disengaged, and they can also be adjusted. If you have an XTR and XT, you can just open that cover, use a 2mm Allen key, and tighten it. So when do I have to remove the cover on this clutch mechanism and take a look inside? On my 11-speed XT derailleur, the cage moves freely, and you can see the potential of a lot of chain slap with no clutch. As soon as I flip that lever, the cage movement is not restricted. However, it would be harder to move the cage from one position to another, meaning that there is more chain tension at all times, preventing it from slapping around. Looking at this XTR though, this is used for a season. As soon as I engage the clutch, take a listen. So not only that it doesn't move freely, it's really notchy, and it makes a little bit of noise as well. So that it would be a clear indication that this clutch needs a bit of TLC. Shimano clutch maintenance is a must. If you don't do it, the shifting performance of your drivetrain is going to deteriorate dramatically. Luckily, you only need a large flat screwdriver, a 2mm Allen key, but most importantly what you need is the Shimano special grease. I'm going to put this on the description and just give you the chance to buy it online. I've tried different other greases as a replacement. Don't use this. Please don't use it because it's not going to work. It's too light. What I've had some level of success with is this Dumont Tech free hub grease. You guys jump in if you had good experiences with any other type of grease. This is something that can be done right on the bike, which is pretty convenient. To remove the cover as the first step, all you need is a 2mm Allen key. And 3 screws to be removed, 1, 2, and 3. This was the same on 11 speed. You can see the same 3 screws. Use a good quality 2mm so you don't strip them. They are tiny with some sort of Loctite on them. And here's the clutch mechanism. As you can see, there is a little bit of dust here on the outside of your cover. Inside is nice and clean because of the rubber seal. This is a good time to disengage your clutch. The 11-speed clutch is no different than the 12-speed. Actually, this is the same clutch mechanism used in all the Shadow Plus derailleurs from Shimano. So if you have a 10, 11, 12-speed, they're all the same. And this procedure would be identical for all of them. The parts are the cam unit, the friction band, and this is the roller clutch. Just grab them from a side, all 3 of them, and they are just going to slide right out. Remove your rubber seal to clean it, and clean this area with a bit of alcohol and paper towel. Next, the cam unit is going to slide right out, and use the tip of your flat screwdriver to open that up, and here's your roller bearing clutch. This is where we're supposed to see that white grease. As you can see, this is dirty and very little left, only in the grooves. With a bit of alcohol, clean the outside of this roller bearing clutch. Don't throw alcohol or anything else inside here. They use some sort of really fine oil. Do the same with the inside of your friction band. Next, get a bit of that grease on your finger and apply it to the outside. Again, don't spill it anywhere else. And then slide it back into the friction band. Try to center it perfectly to the band. Wipe out the excess from the outside. And this clutch is ready to go back in. Reinstalling the clutch is very simple if you remember this. You see that flat surface there on the cam axle? This cam axle is actually not nice and round. It has a bigger surface over here. It will put more pressure on the ends of your friction band as you rotate or you engage the clutch. So find that little flat surface over there. Make sure it's facing your friction band. And still with the clutch disengaged, you're gonna slide this over and push it all the way in. If you struggle here with the axle a little bit, just move it side to side, it's gonna be tight. And this would be a good time to make sure that you've installed that cam properly. As you engage the clutch, you will feel more pressure and you will see the two ends of that friction band coming closer together. If you have an SLX or Deore older clutch, this is where you would adjust the tension on your friction band using the 2mm Allen key. Use 1/4 turn at a time, no more than that. I rubbed the rubber seal with a little bit of grease and put it in its place, and all that's left to do now is to put the cover on and reinstall the 3 screws and tighten them to snug or 1 to 1.5 Newton meters. Shimano is going to give you some specs on how tight this clutch should be for perfect operation, and by the way, that's how you test that with the torque wrench. But to be honest with you, I never had to do anything more than play with the clutch a little bit. Again, 1/4 turn at a time to fine-tune your clutch tension. Everything is new on this Shimano 12-speed derailleurs, but as you could see, the clutch is not changed. It's the same used for 3 generations now. Smooth operation is what you're after. You can see my cage movement being dampened, but it's not restricted in any way. Doesn't make any noises, and this is going to translate in really smooth shifting, and that's ultimately what we're after. Make sure you find the proper grease before you start. You will have to do that maintenance a few times a year. Not complicated, but let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, keep an eye on social media, and until next time, hope to see you folks on the trails. Cheers guys, cheers.